Hey
Yay!
guys!
Hi guys! What's
We're back.
up? What's up? Did you miss us? Did you miss us? Did we miss you?
Don't talk with food in your mouth. Oh, I still gotta talk to her and teach her stuff.
I know.
Hey, cheers!
Cheers!
Tea
Welcome
time.
back to tea
With-
time. Meosha
And
Irina. We're really happy to be back. It feels like we've been on a
Can you tell?
hiatus, huh? We've been like
I know, right?
really busy. Life has happened.
Our
And
life is hiatus, man. Like, forget it.
crazy.
Right?
Crazy.
Speaking of crazy, we want to talk about miracles. Do you guys think they exist? Or is it just part of evolution and how you see things? I, for one, think that there are no miracles. There's just levels of understanding. What do you think?
I think there are miracles. I think that I believe that
Okay.
miracles happen because sometimes you can't explain things. Sometimes it's like, how did that happen? And I'm like, you know what? That was a miracle. I didn't expect it, but I see how you see it.
It's
Get
okay.
it?
You don't have to
But
qualify.
everyone has their own terminology of something. I feel like it is a miracle when something unexpected happens. I believe that there are things that just align itself together and just works out for your good, and it's like magic.
Well, just because you don't understand it does not mean there is no explanation. Explanation is there. You either see it or not. That's why, to me, it's not a miracle. Because if you pay attention to life and to the signs that are all around us, then it's not so much of a miracle. Like sometimes we think there's, coincidence, right? What is a coincidence?
It's a coincidence.
Yeah, things coincide, but why?
Because I think if you're on the journey that you're on and you are in alignment, there it is. Things just come together.
But no, okay, so see, to me, there are no accidents in life, right? So if there are no accidents, which would be qualified as an unfortunate miracle, maybe we could say?
Sure.
Yes? Can we qualify it like
Sure.
that?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So if there are no accidents in life, that's what I believe, okay? Take it with a grain of salt. Then there are no miracles. Because if you are on a path of enlightenment, which
Okay.
we all are, some
hope
are
so.
just further than others.
True.
I don't know if there's like a degree, if you will, right? But there is a level of self-awareness.
Absolutely.
And I believe that the more self-aware one
We are.
is,
Mhm.
the less things surprise you, because you kind of come to expect certain level of goodness,
Absolutely.
blessings,
Absolutely.
and well-being flowing to you, right?
Yes.
But to a lot of people, looking outside of your life into your life, to them it may seem anything short of miraculous is not right, because it's like, well, how does this keep happening to this person, and why is it not me?
I think that everybody has their own journey and own path, so you can't
Yes.
something that works for someone else doesn't mean like it can't happen. Not saying it won't happen to your life, but I feel like everybody's journey and everybody's path is a bit different. So whatever works, right. I know that you're not saying that, but I'm just gonna go around.
All right. Go around.
And I'll bring it back.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just how I work. But I agree with you what you're saying, but I do believe that there are such things as miracles, like things you can't explain. Like, why can't we just keep things as, you know what? I don't know why that happened, but I receive that. Do we have to categorize things and put them in
No.
things and understand them? Can't they just happen and you just receive them?
I like to understand things. That's why, to me, it's,
For me,
it's
I like-
fascinating.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So for me, I'm like, hey, if I can demystify the myth,
Okay.
then I'm gonna do it because it's fun. For me, that's like puzzles that you can put together and like see the full picture.
Okay.
Sometimes there's some missing pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that's the process I enjoy, which is why, like, for example, I'll use an example.
Okay.
You have a meeting coming up, right? A very
Yes.
important meeting that
Very
you kind
important.
of have been looking forward to.
Since my career.
Exactly. So for you, it's going to feel kind of miraculous.
Yes.
Because you're like, how? It's like out of nowhere because we talked about it, right?
Well, I feel like, yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. But also there's a part of me that thinks that it is from all of my hard work that I put
There
out.
you go. So is it a miracle?
Yeah, it's a miracle.
No.
Because not everything like that
You
happens for
have-
people.
But see, you've put in the work. You have
Reap what you sow.
created the momentum, and now that momentum is working for you. Had you been sitting there twiddling your thumbs, you wouldn't be in this place of receiving, like you say,
Right.
that kind of a blessing.
It's a blessing,
Miracle,
right?
what have you. Yes, but it's a blessing well earned. It didn't come without you trying to pedal towards it,
Okay,
right? So
yeah,
you
yeah.
are meeting your expectations because you've put in, you've treaded that road, so to
Right.
speak.
Okay. Okay.
That's why, for me, that's how I look at life.
Listen.
I see the natural progression in things. If we continue, she's laughing at me. That's fine. That's fine.
No, I'm
A lot of people laugh at
I
geniuses.
agree.
And then 100 years later,
I agree.
they finally come to an understanding that yes, those people were before their time.
Okay.
But there's a reason why she's so drawn to that. So yeah, I know I'm so full of myself, and yeah, well, anyway. Where were we?
Want a grape? Want a grape?
Sure, I'll have a grape.
So, as I was saying. I'm kidding.
Smooth. I'll shut up. Oh.
No, I agree with that. You put in the work, or whatever it is, that it doesn't matter what it is. You reap what you sow, whether it's good or bad. There are consequences to your actions. So whatever I put in, I believe that I not only just put in on good ground, on good soil.
Uh-huh.
That's very important too, because soil has to be, it has to grow. It has to, because a lot
Fertile.
of people very fertile. Because if it's not fertile, I mean, there's a lot of people that put things out there and they don't see a return.
That's very true.
So it has to be a fertile.
But then is it a
ground.
miracle or an awareness? If you are putting your seeds into a not so fertile soil and you see that it's not yielding you results, do you keep putting those seeds into that soil, or
No.
do you change the soil?
You change the soil.
All right. So that takes self-awareness, right?
Yes.
It's like, oh, this soil is no good. I'm just going to take my seeds elsewhere,
right,
right?
right.
So that's within whose capacity? I'm just saying.
It's within yours. Okay, it's within your own power to do that. Yes,
That's
I
what I'm
agree with
saying.
that. But again, there were things that I can't explain to you. that
Yeah, of
happened.
course.
Not just even from my work, like things that just kind of happened, and
But you had faith.
I have faith. I believe that I have faith.
You had faith and you
Faith with
followed your gut.
Yeah, faith without works is dead.
That's your sixth sense. When you listen to it, it's guiding you in the right direction. So it's always been there. It's always been waiting for you. So it's really not a miracle.
It's always been waiting for me, but I had to answer the call.
But you did.
But I answered it.
It's scary. It's overwhelming. It's... what else? Scary and overwhelming. That should
Sure,
be enough.
that's good.
Right?
Yeah.
But you answered it despite that.
Yeah.
So, therefore, you have earned the miracle that comes with the answering of that call.
Right. Everyone's called, but few are chosen.
Because not everyone's willing
Wants
to
to
go
answer the call.
through the unknown road.
Exactly.
Because it's treacherous.
It's
You don't know
treacherous.
what's ahead of you.
You don't.
You kind of digging in the dark. Sometimes, the branches whiplash you. But you just
Very
kind of,
true.
brush it off and
That's
you
it.
keep going, right?
Yep.
You fall on your back, you kind of get up and you're like, okay, all right, it's a stumble, and you keep going. So, the fact that you keep going is why the road keeps opening up
Right.
and bestows you with more that's further along. It's
Right.
like a game. The further the boys play the game, the more rewards they get.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, this too is a game.
I want to make one point. So, for those out there that say, well, I am putting in the work, I am doing this, but I don't see any results. What am I doing wrong? Can you answer that?
I could say that too.
What?
I could very much, looking at my track record, right? I could very much, I have two choices. I can sit here and complain about, oh, I'm only getting mom roles, or I'm only booking mostly student films or whatever. I could look at it from a standpoint of complaining.
Okay.
Or I can look at it from standpoint of appreciation.
True. Very true.
I am grateful that I'm getting picked. I am grateful that they choose someone, being me, to be in front of the camera. That's their time they're
Yes.
putting into me.
Yes.
I am grateful to be paid, minimal amount. That's fine. I am getting paid.
Right.
That's already a step up for me.
It is, because not
So
many
I'm
people
celebrating the small victory
are. Right.
instead of complaining about what's not. I'm not enjoying it
Right.
if I'm putting it in that perspective, right? And I'm not any further ahead.
Right.
But what I'm doing is I'm deflating my own sails,
Right.
which keeps me where? Right where I am.
That's true.
So how am I going to get more without appreciating that which I already have?
Makes sense.
Nobody gives you more until you learn to be grateful and satisfied with what you already have.
Yeah. I agree. 100%.
I feel like we totally went off subject.
Totally. But miracles. Back to, let's bring it back in, Irina.
You asked the question.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. No. But back to miracles. I do believe in miracles. I do believe that there are things that you just can't always explain and try to understand. It just let it be.
Okay, all right.
Right?
I'll let
Even
it be.
though it bothers you, you want to figure it out, and you're like, but I gotta understand this. I think sometimes there are things we just can't explain.
Yeah, but they're fun. Miracles are fun.
They're
If we're
beautiful.
going to call them miracles, they are fun.
Do you guys believe in miracles? Let us know in the comment section below.
And
I'm
if you
very
don't, why
curious.
not?
Yes. And if you do, why? Yeah. So
She said.
this is her question, by the way, so I just kind of rolled
course.
with it. I'm just kidding.
Don't make this
Yes,
Oh, I
joking.
can take it. I can
No,
take it.
guys, I love her. I just like to give her a hard time.
I love her too, I think.
Okay. Well, guys, until next time, thank you guys for watching. This was a really fun topic. I think you guys are going to side with me. But anyway,
It could have been funner.
Funner?
Funner. More fun. Funner is a word.
Make
Funner.
sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure you also follow us on our Instagram page, our handles. We have lots of more content. Yeah, down below. A lot of content coming out soon.
Yes.
And some special guests too.
I know, we're so excited about our special
Yeah.
guests. You guys are going to love them. They're going to bring in some fresh air to this studio with
Meosha
and
Irina.
yeah. And remember, the better it gets,
the
the better it gets.
Bye.
Bye.